there are a lot of critical issues at stake. And, you know, every election cycle we talk about this is the most election of our lifetime. Lawrence, this one is. This one is. And, you know, you've heard me say many times, you know, my mother would say to me, Kamala, you may be the first to do many things, make sure you're not the last. And to have, and I have been fortunate and blessed to, during the course of being vice president, have many situations where it becomes clear to me that there are, you know, people of every age and gender, by the way, who see something about being the first that lets them know they don't need to be limited by other people's limited understanding of who can do what. And I think that's important. And it relates to all people. It was the work also of realizing something that took me a little while, but I ultimately embraced. And I embraced this concept pretty much one day when I realized, when I looked in the mirror, that my forehead was black and blue. Because you see, I had been banging it against a wall forever. Because I had figured out everything that was wrong. And I had a plan for how it would all be fixed. But I realized I simply could not do it alone. And that there comes a point when we all must recognize that if the goal is to actually get something done, then we need to make choices and prioritize and simply embrace this concept of triage. And what does triage tell us? Well, do you all remember the television show MASH?
Lieutenant Harris dropped by earlier, had a little surprise for me. A request for an immediate transfer.
Oh, dear.
Naturally, I assumed she wanted out because she couldn't take a bath, but that wasn't the reason. So I said, what is the reason? And she said, I made a damn fool of myself and the whole camp knows it. So I said, well, I don't know it. And she said, I'm surprised Pierce didn't tell you.
What?